Hi my sweet friends, welcome back to Vlogmas. So today we are going to be doing a craft together, so let's get started. What we're going to do is do these Christmas ornaments. So it's brand new, I just opened it up just to open up the instructions. And I read it. It's a little confusing, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Now it does show you that there is a pattern for the Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus's hat, the hands, and then the two faces. So you can cut these out, so you can cut them out of the patterns. So the way it was packaged was to do Miss Claus first. So that's what we're gonna do. So it teaches you what it means by describing the term pin unit is described by using a sequence and a pin and a bead thread onto one. So that's what a unit means. But so what I'm going to do right now is just cut out these patterns. And then I'm going to get everything ready. I did get these containers at Dollar Tree. I'm going to open them up. And as I open the packages of pins and then the sequins and stuff, I'm going to pour them in these containers here so that we have them, you know, secure and not going all over the place. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then I'll be right back. So let's see everything that's in the bag. We got one foam. 2 foam. We have a strip of white, a strip of pink, some gold, trim, 2 different gold trims. We have what looks to be, this will be their hair. So, is there 2 pieces or 1? I think it's 1. Oh, it is 2 pieces. Okay. Because in this, when I was reading the instructions, it did say to cut them in instructions number 6. But when you open the package, there's an update on step number 6 that it doesn't want you to cut the piece in half, to do it in one full piece. So they did do an update of the instructions, so they must have misprinted it. There is a piece of green felt. There's the red, which will be her dress. There's a package of the sequins, the beads, 2 holly leaves, and 2 pins. There is 2 different packages of straight pins, one longer, one shorter. So one has 200 in it and one has 400 in it. So what I'm going to do is just open this. I'm going to pour this into here. And then open the straight pins and put them into the containers. Okay, so after reading the instructions, out of the red, I've got to cut the Santa's hat and the front dress of Mrs. Claus. Out of the pink, I need to cut 2 faces. Out of the green, I'm going to need 4 pairs of gloves. So, in order for me to do that, like I said, they give you these templates, and I'm just going to cut them out, and then I'm going to use them as a guide on the fabric. Okay. So I cut them all out. So out of this one, we need to get the Santa hat and the Miss Claus front. So let's see if we can get both of them on here. Yeah. This one can go here. This one might need to go over a little bit. It's pretty tight, but it will fit. Move that up a little there. Yeah, and that over. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these out of the red, and then I'll be back. I'm just gonna cut the pieces out. I need 2 faces like this size out of the pink, so I'll do that. And then I need 4 gloves, and the gloves are there. Here's my template here for the gloves. And we're going to put this down on here and cut it 4 times. And that just fits. So we're just going to cut 4 gloves out of the green. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we cut the face, but there's dotted lines here which we need to cut slits in the face. So we're just following the dotted lines and cutting where it says to cut. Okay, so it's cut now. And the cuts are so we can form the face. So we're going to apply the face on, and we're just going to pin it down. So we're just going to pin down the face. So take a small pin and push it into the foam. A small pin, push it into the foam figure. We're going to do the other side. Pin it in. We're going to pin the top. I'm just pinning it down where I cut it. Just like that. So we have now covered the face. I'm gonna do one more pin up there just to secure it. Okay, so this is Santa's. We're gonna move Santa's off to one side. So now what we're going to do is, this is the front of the dress. We are going to pin the dress down now onto Mrs. Claus. So we're just going to push the pins all the way in and pin it down. Oh, that's the big one. We need the smaller pins. All the way in. So now it's started. We're going to put it one in the middle. So bring it down and pin right there. And the other side. Right there. And now we're going to pin the bottom. Okay. So there we go. We've pinned her front part of her dress and the head. Now I don't like how the face is sticking up, so I'm just going to pin one just to secure the face in. There we go. Okay, so we have the front of her dress and the face on. So next up we're going to do the gloves, and in the gloves it says to cut a slit in the middle. So just gonna fold it in half and cut a slit in the middle. Just like that. And then we are going to put the gloves on. So secure the glove down with a pin. Then the other side. Just like that. And then one more pin in the middle, just to go around that curve, just like that. So I'm going to push that one in and this one overlap, and then in there. So one glove is on. I'm gonna do the other gloves, all 4 of them, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have both their faces pinned down and both their gloves on, and her dress down the middle. Now the next part to do is you have to take a pin. I'll take a big pin to show you. And then you need to take one of the sequins and one of the beads. So I'm going to put them here for a minute. So you put a bead on your pin and a sequence on your pin, and then you're going to layer them along the bottom. So I'm going to go right by the corner of her dress to start, and you push in, and that's 1 unit right there. So I need to keep going all the way along the bottom and slightly overlap them. So I'm going to grab a bead, this may take a while. I'll do it fast forward probably so you can watch, but put the bead on your straight pin and then take a sequence, put a sequence on so you have a unit, and then you're going to slightly overlap it and put it on. So there's 2. So you're going to do that to make her dress. Okay, so I've started the bottom and you can see how I slightly overlapped them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the dress. I'm just going to keep layering and putting the units all the way up. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'll be back to finish her. So I got the dress all done now. So that's what it looks like. So we're moving on to the next part. And according to the instructions, our next part is putting on the hair and the gold trim around her dress and the arms. And then we have to put the 2 green leaves in her hair, put some earrings on, and then at the very end we just draw a face on her. So you need just some craft glue, which I have here, and we're gonna glue the hair down. So I'm just going to layer on her front, and then put glue all around the head. And we're just going to spiral the hair on according to, so we're just going to start spiraling. Now I want to put the yucky part down at the bottom, so it's going to be like that. Spin it around. Just like that. And it's good at the back, so I'm just going to bring it back up towards the front and up and around. So we're just gonna glue it on here. It's a little hard to show. I need more glue. So I'm just going to glue the hair down, just like that. I'm going to have to hold it for a little bit until it's dry, and then we'll move on to the last little part. So there's 2 leaves, which I put on a pin, and a red little bead. And then it says you'll just stick it down into her hair, just like that. And then I'll just spread it open. Like that. So it'll sit up on her head like this. So now, there's 2 little green beads in here, which we're going to fish out, and they're going to be her earrings. It's easier if I grab the container. You definitely need patience to do this craft. So there's one, and I put it on there. And then you're just going to stick it in the head and make her earring. So there's one earring. Just like that. Her earring is right there. And I'm going to get the second one and do it on the other side. And then all that's left is to do the gold trim and her face. But I'll do her face last when I go to do the Mr. Claus. Okay, so we got the second green bead. And again, we're just going to stick it into the side as an earring. There, she has 2 earrings in now. 2 cute little earrings. So now we have this gold rope, and what I'm going to do is just cut down some for the middle of the dress, like that, and around the bottom, and then around the arms. So I'm just going to go off camera. I'm going to cut the pieces that we need, come back and glue it on, and then she'll be done. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut that I need. The arms, down the front of the dress, and around the bottom. So all I'm going to do is glue it. So we're just going to run a bead of glue right up here. Take your gold and lay it down. There's one. There's two. She's looking really pretty. We're going to put the bottom one on. So we're just going to run a bead of glue all the way around. And then we're going to lay this down at the bottom and run it around the bottom. Just like that. So now she has the bottom done. So now I'm just going to do the arms. Run a bead of gold by the arms. So I need glue. We're just going to glue it to the arm. There's one. And now we're going to do the second one. Put the second one on. And there it is. So she is now done. So that's what she looks like. Super cute. She's done. So now what I'm going to do is do part 2, and we're going to do the Santa Claus one. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I do an upload. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye everyone.